What if I told you there were TV shows from the 1960s that almost everyone has forgotten, yet they changed TV forever? Back when screens were black and white, but life felt full of color. When laughter filled the living room, and even the strangest ideas had heart. These shows didn't always last long, but they shaped characters, storytelling, and America itself. From Flying Nuns to alien uncles, from bold women to unforgettable family moments. These weren't just TV shows, they were memories. So sit back, we're about to turn the dial way back. And the first show on our list? Let's just say, the man behind it had already changed television once before. 1. The Mothers-in-Law, Family Feuds and Laughter. After conquering the world with I Love Lucy, Desi Arnaz wasn't done making America laugh. His next project, The Mothers-in-Law, told the story of two families forced together when their children married, and their outspoken mothers became reluctant in-laws. The result? Comedy chaos. Slamming doors, nosy neighbors, and that all-too-familiar battle between love and control. Arnaz brought over his famous multi-camera style, giving the show that electric, live-theater energy that made Lucy legendary. The cast often improvised their lines, something rare for the era, adding a spark of real family unpredictability. Though it ran for only 2 seasons, its energy and humor paved the way for family comedies that followed. But while Desi's cameras captured human chaos, the next show pushed technology itself to new limits. 2. The Patty Duke Show, The Girl Who Was Two People. Before CGI or digital doubles, The Patty Duke Show pulled off a miracle, one actress playing 2 characters, identical cousins Patty and Kathy. Using early split-screen techniques, Patty Duke didn't just act beside herself. She became 2 people with opposite personalities. Patty was wild and impulsive. Kathy was calm and proper. Together, they mirrored America's own split identity in the early 60s, torn between traditional values and the new age of freedom. Behind the smiles, the show was grueling to film. Duke later admitted she worked exhausting hours performing both roles, yet her charm made it all look effortless. Audiences were amazed. For many young viewers, it was the first time they realized television could be both magical and meaningful. And just when TV seemed grounded in family and fun, one visitor from Mars made things a little more otherworldly. 3. My Favorite Martian, Laughs from Another World. In 1963, My Favorite Martian crash-landed into living rooms and brought the space race home. The premise was delightfully absurd. A reporter discovers a stranded Martian and hides him, pretending he's his uncle. Ray Walston's calm, intellectual alien was the perfect foil to Bill Bixby's nervous attempts to keep him a secret. Beneath the comedy, it reflected something deeper, America's growing fascination with space, science, and what it meant to be human. Kids laughed at the invisible antennas and teleportation tricks, but adults saw a gentle metaphor for understanding those who are different. It was a show about connection, across worlds, generations, and even 4. That Girl, The Birth of TV Independence. But from the city's bright lights, we head to the noisy streets of New York, where 2 cops couldn't quite get their act together. 5. Car 54, Where Are You? Chaos on Patrol. Set in the Bronx, Car 54, Where Are You? Was unlike any police show before it or since. Instead of crime and danger, it gave us comedy and confusion. 2 bumbling officers, Gunther and Tootie, patrolled the streets, getting tangled in the daily dramas of their community. Created by Nat Hiken, the genius behind the Phil Silvers Show, it thrived on ensemble chaos. The humor came not from criminals, but from misunderstandings, missed calls, and neighborhood mayhem. Its warmth and wit made it a cult favorite, and it helped launch the career of Fred Gwynne, who'd soon become Herman Munster. Car 54 showed that even authority figures could be lovable, clumsy, and oh so human. And speaking of miracles, the next TV heroine could literally take flight. 6. The Flying Nun, Faith Takes Flight. When The Flying Nun premiered in 1967, many didn't know what to think. A young nun whose habit helped her soar through the skies? It sounded ridiculous, until Sally Field made it pure magic. As Sister Bertrill, she turned a silly premise into a story of heart and hope. Each episode wasn't about flight, it was about lifting others up. Behind her gentle smile was a message of compassion, humility, and courage, values that resonated deeply during a turbulent decade. Field herself later admitted she was embarrassed by the role, but it became her launching pad, showing the world her warmth and talent. The show was light as air, but its heart was heavy with kindness, proof that even the strangest ideas could carry wings of meaning. But from convents to Congress, our next story took faith and feminism into politics. 7. The Farmer's Daughter, Love and Legislation. Part political satire, part romance. The Farmer's Daughter told the story of Katie Holstrom, a farm girl who becomes a congressman's housekeeper and eventually his love interest. At first glance, it was a simple love story. But beneath the humor was a bold idea. Women could belong in politics too. The series explored civic duty, fairness, and the gentle tension between personal life and public service. It was progressive without preaching, showing that strong women could shape both hearts and headlines. Though the show faded from memory, its influence lingered, inspiring the blend of wit and social awareness seen in later series. But if love and politics seemed strange bedfellows, just wait until you meet a superhero who got his powers from a pill. 8. The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, short English version. Dobie Gillis was just a young guy chasing the one thing he wanted most in life: love. Every episode, he tried to impress a new girl, changing his clothes, his hair, even his whole personality, hoping someone would finally notice him. And then there was his best friend, Maynard G. Krebs, the original beatnik. Relaxed, messy, always chilled out, and terrified of one thing: work. He became the first cool, too laid-back to care character on American TV, and he inspired a whole generation. The show was funny and lighthearted, but it carried a real message. Sometimes we try so hard to be liked that we forget to just be ourselves. Now think about today. In the age of filters and social media, are we still trying to be Dobie? Or are we brave enough to be real? 9. Get Smart, short funny version. Get Smart was the spy show that absolutely refused to take itself seriously. It followed Maxwell Smart, Agent 86, a secret agent who thought he was a genius. But honestly, he caused more problems than the villains did. He had high-tech spy gadgets, but they were all ridiculous. Like a shoe phone. Yes, he literally talked into his shoe. His partner, Agent 99, was smart, elegant, and always ended up saving him from his own disasters, while Max confidently said things like, "Missed it by that much." The show made fun of every spy movie ever made, turning danger into pure comedy. It reminded us that heroes don't have to be perfect. Sometimes, they just have to try. So here's the real question. In your life, are you Agent 86 or Agent 99? 10. The Girl from U.N.C.L.E, the Spy Who Broke the Mold. In 1966, Stephanie Powers became April Dancer, the first woman to headline a spy series. A spin-off of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the show mixed intrigue, fashion, and campy fun, capturing the glamorous side of Cold War espionage. April Dancer wasn't just a secret agent. She was confidence in heels, brains beneath beauty, and courage wrapped in style. While it only lasted one season, it proved something powerful. Women could lead action, carry stories, and save the day. No tuxedo required. The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. didn't just entertain. It paved the way for every female spy who followed, from Emma Peel to Alias's Sydney Bristow. Because sometimes, the boldest stories are the ones that history forgets. 10 forgotten shows, each one a piece of America's golden television years. They made us laugh, dream, and see ourselves on screen. If they brought back a memory for you, tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And if you enjoy revisiting the heart of old America, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a new episode of Remembering America. Because the past isn't gone, it's just waiting to be remembered.